Hi. Do you have an old cardboard box that you don't need anymore? I certainly do. I find them everywhere. How about making them into something useful? Hey, Box.
Hi, Oystein.
Did you ever go tired of your old trainers?
Yeah, they're falling to pieces and pretty smelly too. Blech.
Well, get hold of a couple of the old shoe boxes and let's make some new ones. But first, let's make a work drawing. Imagine a shoe that is a bit more square and box-like than the ones you're used to wearing. It's got the same parts as a normal shoe, only now we are going to draw, shape them and make it from a shoebox. First we get rid of the shoes inside the boxes. Then we draw the shape of the shoes we want to make. Let's start with a ruler to make sure both sides of the shoe are the same. How big you end up making your shoe depends on what type of shoebox you have and the size of your feet. These shoes are flat at the front and curve up towards the ankle. Now, draw a line right across the tip of the shoe. And our drawing is done. Nice, simple and equal on both sides. Now we are ready to...
Cut!
Then we need to reshape the box quite a bit by cutting and folding. First, grab an adult to help you. Then cut carefully along the red lines so that you can fold along the dotted lines. So, fold the sides in. The cardboard can be quite stiff, so take it nice and easy and shape the shoe one part at a time. Next, fold the front bit over the sides. That's what protects your toes if you decide to play football or something. The lid is perfect as an undersole for the shoe, so glue it underneath the box. Push the bottom of the box down so that the glue grips the cardboard well. And that's what our shoe looks like when it's fully shaped.
Wow! I can't wait to try them, Oystein. Paint!
I want my trainers to have bright colors, so I start with bright blue. First, the blue color. I recommend that you use water-based acrylic paints to make your shoes strong and waterproof so that the color doesn't run if they get a bit wet. You can get hold of acrylics at most art stores or hardware stores. Make sure you get the paint into all the nooks and crannies, and when you've done that, leave it to dry. Here's one that is already completely dry. Check it out! Isn't it nice and blue? Now we can add on the bright orange details. I've stirred up a new mix with a little white so that the paint will cover the surface better. And some red to get a strong color. See how well the orange color covers up the blue. Now we can paint just about anything, and nobody will know what's underneath. If you look closely at your trainers, you will see that there is a rubber sole at the bottom and a mix of colored patches and stripes to make the shoe look good. So, let's copy some of that to make the box shoes look more like real shoes. Your shoes don't have to look like my shoes. You can choose any colors, patches and stripes you'd like. They will most certainly look great. Just use your imagination. Next, add the cool logo on the side. And a few red seams here and there. Red and orange are both warm colors and look great against the cool blue. White, on the other hand, is neutral and looks good against any color. Now the paint is ready to dry.
Add!
Finally, we punch the holes and add the shoelaces. First, I take an old sweater and stuff it carefully into the shoe. I do this to make sure the cardboard doesn't bend downwards when I poke the holes. Then I mark the spots where I want the holes to be. Not too close together and not too far apart. We want them just right. Then we poke carefully through the card with the sharp scissors, while making sure our fingers are at a safe distance. My sweater will absorb the scissors if they suddenly burst through the card and will prevent them from making a big hole. You can also use a bradawl or a pointy screwdriver. Now we're ready to insert the shoelaces. Take a look at your trainers to see how they're strung up, and perhaps you'll do better than me. Make some nice crisscrosses and tighten them up as you go. Make sure the ends are the same length so that you can tie them up. Finally, we need a tongue to serve as a protection between your foot and the shoelaces. I just cut it out of cardboard, paint it white on one side and soften it up with a curve at one end. Stick it in just before putting the shoe on. And here I have a shoe that will hit the ground running. Did you get it? Running? All you need to do now is to make another one, and you're ready for a jog.
That box shape is great! It looks just like my head.
Hey, let's see it one more time. First, draw the lines needed to cut, fold, and shape the box into a shoe. Then, fold in the sides, put the tip of the shoe over the sides before gluing the lid onto the bottom of the box. Next, paint the shoe in bright colors like blue, orange, white, and red. Finally, poke some holes and add bright orange shoelaces and a tongue. You can also turn your shoes into beds for dolls and teddies. Why not loosen up the laces a bit? Add a soft duvet and pillow, and it's bedtime for Miffy and Fluffy. Box, can you come up with any more ideas?
Well, you could make some other types of shoes, like these leaping leopard running shoes. Or these bouncy bunny rabbit slippers. slippers. Or how about some crazy crocodile shoes? Sorted! I'm really great at this!
There are thousands of ways you can box yourself. Just use your imagination.